25 years ago, I had been working as a healer for a while, for a good 15 years, and I had a lot to say. I had things I wanted to share, things I wanted to get out there, things that people would argue with me about, and things that would benefit many. So I had to write a book, only I didn't know how. Oh, I'd gone to college, and I was pretty articulate. I read a lot. That's not the same as being an author. So I found a friend who was a successful author. He really was. He had done very well. And I asked him for a little time. I showed him my writing, and his conclusion was, Warren, you're an interesting guy. Hire a ghostwriter. And I said, I want to write this book. There's something about it. I have something I want to say, not I want somebody else to say. And he said, well, you got a lot to learn. And he picks me up with a student teacher. He was a university teacher. And we got together, and so she's checking out my ability to think about grammar, and she takes a pad of paper and she writes a sentence out and she says, diagram that. And I said, I know how to diagram. And she said, I thought you went to Shaker High School. And I said, well, I was always charming. And she responded with a rage and wrote a few sentences out on that page, and she said, look, go home. If you feel like diagramming these, come back next week. If not, don't. And I got caught. There was something about it, something about laying the sentence out in that linear fashion. And so I tried, and I had a little piece of it, but not much more. And I took it back to her, and the fight started, but the excitement started. Because she had put her finger on the exact piece of the English language that I don't understand. I was always sort of artistic in my speech, and I always knew a lot of words, and I had a sense of grammar, but I couldn't solve any problems around what's the sentence supposed to look like? Is this sentence proper? And we started doing it. We would meet once a week and diagram sentences. My friends all thought I was nuts. But I got more and more excited by the process as I began to tell them, you should do this too. This would have you think more clearly. You would never embarrass yourself with a sloppy sentence, ever. Nobody would ever correct your stuff, to your face or in a note. And I just got good at diagramming sentences, and all the mysteries of writing were solved by being able to see it in a linear fashion connected to each other. And so my teacher and I would have these delightful moments where we'd get together and say, here's a sentence I did, and here's a sentence she did. And then I won the contest one day. I found a sentence by Vladimir Nabokov that took 3 pages of legal paper to handle the one diagram. And she declared me graduate, and I went and wrote my book.